Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. The Sunday Book Review for September 19, 2021, the Booker 2021 Shortlist. We're going to take things in a little bit different direction today as the final list of 6 novels has been revealed for this year's Booker Prize. I typically have 4 books, but we're going to list all 6 books in this episode of the Sunday Book Review. As always, the lucky winners will be the readers of these books. The judges will reveal the winning book during a prize ceremony at the BBC Radio Theatre on November 3rd of this year. It is always one of my favorite times of the year when the Booker shortlist is announced. They are uniformly great books, and I'm going to be a little bit shorter in today's description of each book because I want to have all 6 books in front of you for this year. So, number 1, Damon Galgut's The Promise. It is a brutally emotional truth which hits home in this deft, powerful story of a diminished family and a troubled land. Next up, Patricia Lockwood. No One is Talking About This. Patricia Lockwood's sincere and delightful profane love letter to the infinite scroll, a meditation on love, language, and the human connection. Bewilderment by Richard Powers. An astrobiologist thinks of a creative way to help his rare and troubled son in a deeply moving and brilliantly original novel. Next up, The Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. The lives of fearless female aviator and the actress who portrayed her on the screen decades later intersect in this vivid, soaring novel. The Fortune Men by Nadifa Mohamed. It is a gripping novel about a petty criminal in Cardiff who becomes the last man to be hanged there, wrongfully convicted of murder in 1952. And finally, A Passage North by Anuk, Arudpragasam. It is a masterful novel in an attempt to come to terms with life in the wake of the devastation of Sri Lanka's 30-year civil war. I hope that you will check out one or more of these books from the 2021 Booker shortlist. As I indicated in my opening, all of the Booker shortlist books are uniformly great. Typically, we don't take up as much fiction on the Sunday Book Review as I try to present business books or history books from which the compliance professional can learn. But I thought this was so significant, and I really wanted to get these in front of you. So the 2021 shortlist for the Booker Book Prize is out. I hope that you will check these books out, and I hope that you will enjoy reading some good fiction while you are considering the normal business and history books that we bring to you on the Sunday Book Review. I hope you'll join me for a great new podcast series entitled Effing Argentina. In this podcast series, myself and Greg Greenberg, the author of Effing Argentina, explore the current American psyche of being overworked, overleveraged, overtired, and overwhelmed. If you are exasperated with current American life, this is the podcast for you. In this month's From the Editor's Desk, I am joined by Dave Leefort, the editor-in-chief of Compliance Week, and we take a look at Compliance Week's top stories. Interested in how to avoid a compliance disaster? Check out my series Survive and Thrive, co-hosted once again by Courtney Nordrum. In this series, we take a look at 12 crises that could befall the compliance professional, how you would work through them, and lessons learned that Courtney has experienced that you can use going forward. Finally, I invite you to check out my latest podcast addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the ESG Report. In this podcast, I focus on the role of compliance in ESG going forward. I know you will enjoy it and, more importantly, find it useful. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.